I used to think people exaggerated when they said one person with authority could ruin your life. Then I met Officer Hale. The first time he pulled me over, I was doing 5 over the limit. 5. I remember because my hands were shaking as I passed him my license, and I thought that was just nerves. He took his time walking back to his car, slow, deliberate, like he wanted me to stew. When he returned, he smiled, leaned down, and said, "You look nervous. People who are nervous usually have something to hide." That was the first warning. I didn't hear it. He let me go that night. No ticket. Just a look that lingered a little too long, like he'd memorized my face. After that, I started seeing his cruiser everywhere. Outside my apartment, at the grocery store, parked across the street when I left work late. Every time he'd find a reason to stop me. A broken tail light that wasn't broken. A lane change without signaling when I knew I had. Each encounter ended the same way. No ticket, just a reminder that he could write one. Or worse. "You should be grateful," he'd say. "I'm looking out for you." That's when I realized this wasn't about the law. It was about control. I tried to ignore it. I told myself I was imagining things, but the stress followed me everywhere. I stopped driving at night. I avoided certain streets. I rehearsed conversations in my head, wondering what tone wouldn't set him off. Sleep became shallow, restless. Every knock, every siren made my heart jump. The breaking point came 3 months later. He pulled me over again, this time in front of my building. Neighbors watched from their windows as he asked me to step out of the car. He spoke louder than usual, slow and confident, like he wanted an audience. "Got a report of suspicious activity," he said. "Mind if I search the vehicle?" I knew my rights. I also knew how fragile they felt standing alone on the sidewalk with his hand resting inches from his holster. I said no. His smile vanished. That night, I didn't get arrested. But I did get threatened, quietly, carefully, in a way that would sound harmless if anyone else heard it. "Be careful," he said. "Accidents happen." I went upstairs shaking. For days, fear paralyzed me. I considered moving, quitting my job, just disappearing. That's what he wanted, to make my life smaller until he filled all of it. Instead, I did something harder. I started documenting everything. Dates, times, badge numbers. I bought a dash cam and checked the local laws until I was sure I could record audio during traffic stops. I backed everything up twice. I told one trusted friend exactly what was happening and gave them access to the files, just in case. The struggle wasn't heroic. It was exhausting. I doubted myself constantly. Some nights I cried, wondering if I was making it worse. Every time I saw his cruiser, my hands still trembled. But patterns don't lie. I noticed he only targeted certain people, same neighborhoods, same times, always alone. Always just short of crossing a clear legal line. When I finally went to Internal Affairs, my voice cracked. I half expected them to dismiss me. Instead, they asked for my evidence. I handed them everything. Weeks passed, then months. Hale stopped pulling me over. I thought maybe he'd won, scared me quiet. I was wrong. One morning, I woke up to a news alert. An officer placed on administrative leave pending investigation. Multiple complaints, dash cam footage, audio recordings. He hadn't known I wasn't the only one documenting. I never saw him again. The fear didn't disappear overnight. Even now, I flinch when a cruiser passes. But something else replaced it. Something stronger. I learned that power feeds on silence. And the moment I stopped being quiet, the moment I refused to shrink, it lost its grip. I didn't beat him with force. I outlasted him. And that, I learned, is sometimes the best way to get your life back.